Man United willing to pay £32 million plus for Brazilian midfielder could include player in potential. Since last summer, when checking news about Flamengo, it's very common to see several mentions of Manchester United. That's because of Andreas Pereira's land, as the midfielder is having a spell there until June and could end up staying permanently. It turns out, however, there's another subject concerning the two clubs, and that's the files alleged interest in Brazilian midfielder João Gomes. The information comes from Youtuber Gustavo Henrique, who on his channel comes up with the information that Manchester United have been following the 21 result. There is a situation involving João Gomes. Manchester United are watching the player. The English are willing to pay more than $200 million, £32 million to sign the player, it seems, said Gustavo Henrique via Coluna de Fla. When speaking of Flamengo and Manchester United, it's obviously impossible not to relate a potential deal to Andreas Pereira, even though the Brazilian club have a buying option to sign a player for €20 million. It's been widely reported that the clubs found an agreement to make the transfer for €10 million, and there's a belief it will be done soon. If Flamengo commit to pay for Andreas Pereira and Manchester had their eye on João Gomes, it's correct to say that an exchange of negotiations will take place, in my opinion, hopeful for Flamengo. I will only let João Gomes go from Flamengo for at least $300 million, £48 million. I am worried because I'm already starting to think about some things. I'm already thinking about what's coming. Andreas Pereira's issue, competition's low, come here and go there. I'm seeing the directors touch the Andreas Pereira issue. We don't see anyone coming in concretely and talking about whether or not we are going to sign. I'm just seeing hype. João Gomes is an important player. We cannot waver in this. We have to be careful how this negotiations is going to be made, because Flamengo cannot go easy. Before we buy this story, we better point out that Gustavo Henrique may not be the best source for transfer news in Brazil. Manchester United's case of a Brazilian youngster certainly deserves some attention, but perhaps we better wait for more credible outlets to bring updates on this rumor.